God, I'm cold.
Yes, it's the wind and the low temperature.
Oh, is that how it works? Cold is due to low temperature. I'd never have picked that.
In the Urals.
Oh, it's cold in there, too, is it?
The Urals? They're mountains on the edge of Russia. The wind gets cold going over the Urals, and it comes straight across the great plain of Europe, and the first thing to stop it is...
My butt.
More academic butts, to be precise.
Where's Jake? Is he going to turn up for his own tryout?
He'll be here, Charlie. Don't get your jock in a knot.
He's probably lost again.
So how long does a game of bugger balls last?
The name of the game is rugby football.
Played by ragga buggers.
Oh, rugger bugger bugby ball. Sounds fun. And is it true it goes on for 5 days with only occasional breaks for tea?
Oh, dear, let's test cricket. You can force with your ignorance about that next summer.
Come on, move it out. Down, over.
You know where Jake is?
He's always late, honey.
Yes, he has temporal dyslexia.
What's that?
Can't tell the time.
Excuse me, my son is a very bright boy. He merely pretends to be a little slow in order to be accepted in sporting circles. I guess you're a good sportsman, Simon?
Brilliant.
What sport you play?
Bridge. Well, I'm in top form, really good, sweaty game of chess. I tried rugby once, but I got mud in the little holes in my brogues. Nor did I take kindly to people with whom I was only slightly acquainted trying to shove their heads up my bottom.
Oh, my God.
I really have to admire his determination not to leave a single Yankee abroad cliché unturned.
Hi, how you doing?
Are you coming to the building committee meeting?
Thank you. I teach Dickens. I have no desire to meet the real thing.
Simon!
Debbie.
Hello, Whack.
Nancy Belasco, I'm a domestic bursar. Debbie Newman, Professor of Archaeology, Liverpool.
Hi.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You're a professor.
Is that okay?
You're just so young and attractive. And you talk funny.
We can't all be geriatric old gits called St. John.
Especially not the women.
Right. Well, let's go. I'm right knackered. Been skydiving. Kill for a coffee, I could.
Right, okay. See you later, Nancy.
That's a professor of archaeology? Nancy, the world has passed you by on the other side.
It's freezing with no clothes on out here. Hey, watch where you're putting that hand. Excuse me.
That's my face you're farting in.
Forward pass. Right. You're not allowed to pass it forwards. Sorry? You have to pass it backwards. We were trying to get the ball into a touchdown in that end, right? Right. But you want me to throw the ball that way? Yes. Listen, Chuck, baby. I know how you feel about Lucy, but I really don't think it's fair of you to try to make me look like an asshole in front of her.
Jake, I would never do anything you couldn't manage yourself.
Thank you.
But that really is the rule. You have to pass it backwards and run forwards. Now, let's try you out in a line. Potential. Bit of potential, I suppose. Bastard.
Right, if I could call this meeting of the Buildings Committee to order, we'll get on with it. Now, first, I'd like to introduce you to Basil's new right-hand man, Nancy Belasco. To the nearsighted amongst you, I will point out that she is a woman. So watch the grubby Greek epithets, please. And that she's from the Americas. daughters, and her late husband was one of our most colourful benefactors who avoided paying his income tax by dying. A shrewd but somewhat drastic business plan. Nancy, this is Professors Sidgwick and Felix and our own dear hamster Harvey.
Gentlemen charmed. Why do they call you hamster, sir?
I'm not quite sure, actually.
It's because he eats grass.
And runs round in a little wheel thing.
Oh, well, I never knew. Seems quite reasonable now.
If we could get on.
Oh, smile, Basil. You're on candid camera.
That's a television program, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
People are made to look very silly.
Absolute wallies. I don't know how they permit it. Wouldn't catch any of us looking so silly.
Now, gentlemen, please. Thank you, thank you. Now, we don't want Nancy to think that we're all the Daffy Dons of cinematic cliché, do we?
Absolutely not. We're very hip cats here. We know America. Right on, Love, Peace, Jane Fonda, Elvis Presley. Don't you step on my blue suede shoes.
Get on with it, Basil.
We're here to discuss what to do about the tramps who sleep along the college wall. That wall has been there since 1206, is already fragile, and will not be improved by being hosed with alcoholic urine every night. This is a phenomenon of the recession, I know, but cannot be tolerated.
Call the coppers.
We've tried that. But the college boundary includes the pavement, so the police say it is therefore our problem. Now, do we have any suggestions?
Dogs, a few big dogs that soon see 'em off.
Dogs need to be fed more expense. String one up and gut him.
Pour encourager les autres. Worked with the French Revolution.
I'm afraid homicide does tend to contravene certain other college regulations. But what do you think, Master?
Me, I don't think anything. You know, I've always had people to think for me. I was a cabinet minister. You do the thinking, thank you.
A pig fence thingamy. You know, electrified wire. Run a couple of strands along the foot of the wall. Soon see 'em off.
It's not bad.
And might fry a few pissing dogs. Electricity travels up through water. I know that. I got a Nobel Prize for physics.
Just turn it on after 10 p.m. Right. Should keep the beggars moving along. What do you think, Basil?
Electrocution. Yes, that's the answer, isn't it? I'll put it in motion. Right. Right, next point on the agenda.
Excuse me. Could I make one small point here?
No, you're not a member of this committee.
No,
Sit down and watch.
but I am a member of the human race.
I thought you were an American.
That's enough, you goats. Now, Nancy, please, speak. Please, the floor is yours. Metaphorically, that is. You can't actually take the floor away with you.
Thank you, Sir Dicky. Gentlemen, as you so charmingly pointed out, I am indeed American, and as such, I do find it just a teensy-weensy bit difficult to accommodate the idea of electrocuting the homeless. Call me old-fashioned, but frying the local bums seems a little extreme.
So, what would you suggest?
Well, how about we give them a bed for the night and maybe a meal?
All those in favor of the electric fence? Those against?
Sir Dicky, you haven't voted.
No, I never vote. No, I always sit on the fence. I find it the most comfortable place.
You wouldn't if it was an electrified fence.
The motion is carried. So sorry.
Hey, Mom.
How did it go, honey?
Oh, great. A bit of practice and she'll make the college team.
And how was your last essay?
Fantastic. The girl who wrote it really knew her stuff.
Oh, God.
Oh, and look what Charlie and some of the guys got for me.
Jay, you gotta stop playing the dumb bimbo. Might be kind of cute in California, but here they have some sort of a thing about brains.
Nerds rule, huh?
Something like that.
So maybe I should try some of this brainy stuff on Lucy? A few poets, long words, waving my hands about? What do you think?
Just stay real, Jake. Gotta go. I have to educate a few professors.
Right.
Catch you later.
Dear Lucy, to be or not to be? How about sex? Maybe a bit too subtle.
Simon? Simon?
Nancy!
Oh, sorry. Are you sick?
No, I'm not sick.
It's a bit late for a siesta.
Would you mind leaving, please, at once?
I have to tell you something.
I'm sure it can wait.
The Building and Maintenance Committee are fascists. They want to hotwire the local hobos.
Not now, Nancy.
This very minute, Simon. They want to bring out a policy for the extermination of the unemployed.
Would you please get out of here?
What is the matter with you? I've seen men in bed before, you know. Why have you got that toupee on? Are you cold? Do you wear a toupee, Simon? I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were in a meeting. Bye. I love your hair. Real nice.
Hey, what you stick it on with, I've always wondered. Is it gum or is it double-sided tape?
Hey, how about this one for Lucy? Real romantic.
Who's it by?
Someone's butler named Yeats.
Yeats. Oh, Yates. William Butler Yeats.
Right. That's what I said. Anyway, it says, in the field by the river, my love and I did stand, and on my leaning shoulder, she laid her snow-white hand. This guy's great. He should be making records.
Jake, I'm not sure this is really the right approach.
And why not?
Well, Lucy is what we call a county gal.
Gal?
Girl. Pronounced gal.
Oh, right, gal.
And you'll find that reading and poetry aren't the sort of things that come easy to county gals. Most of them are solid ivory between the ears, and their literary ambitions are quite satisfied by reading the labels on their wellies.
What's a welly?
That's a small rubber boot, used when one is overwhelmed by a desire to stand in mud or animal excrement.
Glad I asked. So how do you impress these babes?
Well, if you're not one of their class, you can often fake it by dressing like them.
Well, I don't have any money for clothing.
I could lend you some.
Yeah? That's very good of you, Charlie.
My pleasure, Jake. What are friends for?
Bye, Debbie. See you for dinner.
Okay, Simon, bye. Remember, always wear a hat in a strong wind.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I'm talking to you. Don't give me any of that hippie crap. You can hear me.
Mr. Latimer, I am having my daily meditation session. I am endeavoring to find the truths within me. Please, could you leave?
No. And if you want to know what are the truths within you, let me tell you what it is. You're a pain in the ass.
You watch your mouth, Buster.
Buster me. This isn't the Bronx or West Side Story or Chicago or any other of the ghastly places you people come from.
I knew you hated Americans.
I hate people with no manners. Do you know what manners are? They're the rice paper partitions that define our individual spaces. They're the bricks and mortars of society. Why do you think Hadrian built his ruddy wall and the Chinese theirs? To keep out the ill-mannered Scots.
They had Scots in China.
They might have travelled. Chinese weren't taking any chances. They also had a mild aversion to Mongol hordes eating them with the wrong forks. I am talking boundaries and manners. And I have a boundary, which is the door to my royal apartments. And the accepted form of manners to breach that boundary is the knock. Knock. Knock before you come in.
You didn't knock just now.
That's what I was getting my own back.
Because I found you corrupting some child.
Debbie's not a child. She's 25.
And you are 41.
Yeah, well, so what?
Oh, so nothing. I'm sure it's very nice for you. And very interesting for her. After all, she is an archaeologist.
Very funny.
And I'm sure you have a great deal in common.
We do. She's a highly intelligent person who's totally oblivious to any differences in our ages.
Ah.
We have a fine physical and intellectual rapport. We do. Really. Anyway, it's only a damn business.
So why are you trying to justify it to me?
I'm not.
What was the name of that old guy in Lolita?
Oh, no, that's enough. How could you mention my, It was so cruel, so unkind.
She hasn't been making fun of you, has she?
Relentlessly. Do I need a quick polish? Do I know Kojak?
Do you do it on the rug?
What did you want anyway? I mean, there must have been some good reason for you to interrupt the only decent exercise I get all term.
All year. Okay, no more jokes. Sorry. Come on, Simon, come on. Do you want some coffee?
Why? What do you want?
I don't want anything.
No, no, no.
Oh,
Definitely not.
Come on, Simon, how can you turn your back on these people?
I am not interested.
How can you not be interested? These are your fellow Planeteers.
Planeteers? I do wish you wouldn't bugger about with my precious language. What are Planeteers?
People who share the planet with you. Human beings, you must have heard of them. There are some, even in Cambridge.
Yes, well, I've got my own fair share of lost souls to look after. They're called undergraduates.
Overprivileged, overeducated, middle-class layabouts. These are real people I'm talking about.
Just because they're unemployed and on a cheap sherry drip doesn't make them any more real than anybody else.
You know what you are?
What?
You're the bad Samaritan.
Now, just a minute. You, who spent the last 20 years as a gangster's live-in Barbie doll, you, who spent the equivalent of the Peruvian national debt on Perrier water, you are accusing me of being callous? And didn't your dog have its own psychiatrist?
He was a very disturbed dog. He was in movies. Plenty of acting, but he wanted to direct. Okay. Maybe you're right, but maybe I've changed.
Yes, well, I don't trust this emergent crusader. I can't see you swapping Rodeo Drive for the road to Damascus.
I just want to do my bit here.
Well, do it on your own. I've done my bit. I've marched to ban bombs, save seals, give lesbian whales the vote. I've done it all. And now I've moved on. I like my claret. And watching Inspector Morse and pretending to enjoy The Independent. I like my delicate life. I pass the baton of fire on to the next lot, and good luck to them. But please, I just don't want to do it myself anymore. Okay?
You sad old man.
Less of the old and not so sad. Contented. You know, aware of my gifts and my limitations, and happy with both of them.
So until you die, you're just going to sit here, sipping claret, being pompous, and occasionally seducing a younger woman to prop up your ego. And I thought I had problems.
You have. You're a jolly-come-lately amateur bullshit.
Better late than never.
No, it isn't. Middle-aged revolutionaries look damn silly.
Simon, you are too young to be so old. You're dead, Simon. You're dead once you stop caring. You're dead. If I were you, I'd bury myself now before they put you out with the trash.
Wretched woman. Like Mary Poppins on speed. Basil, you're Simon Latimer. Got time for a wee dram? All right, then, a cup of herbal tea. Yeah, half an hour? Fine. Okay. Herbal tea? What is wrong with the Welsh?
Dicky, you gotta listen to me. Basil Bursar wants to electrocute those poor people.
But it's nothing personal. Basil is only carrying out the orders of the building committee.
Who are a bunch of senile old Nazis.
That's not very nice. Well, it's true, but it's not very nice.
But you're in charge. You can overrule them.
Lucy, do you hear that? Nancy here thinks I can overrule a college committee.
Charles I did, Master.
Yes. Look what happened to him. Lost 10 pounds of unsightly fat.
So who runs this place? You or the 10 million committees?
The committees, of course. We have a committee to make every decision. That way, no one person gets the blame for all the cock-ups. And as all the committees are made up of totally unqualified amateurs, believe me, there are plenty of cock-ups.
And who decides who's on the committees? That must be you.
No. That's the committee selection committee.
And who selects them?
The committee selection committee.
I give up.
Oh, good. I was getting rather tired.
Sir Dicky, will you or will you not help me stop this outrage?
No, my hands are tied.
So the answer's no?
And yes.
What?
And in between. Yes and a half, no. Or conversely, no, 9.5 years. I think that makes my position clear. Hmm? Yes?
No.
Good. Confusion now hath made his masterpiece. Well, fairly well, my dear, fairly well. My regards to your husband.
My husband is dead, Sir Dicky.
Oh, well, I'll send him a card. Bye-bye.
The lights are on, but nobody's home. Lucy. Lucy, that man is seriously adrift, sweetie. How do you get through to him?
He's not like my uncle, so he could try sex and bribes.
Oh, what is your uncle? Member of Parliament?
No, he's a bishop.
Ah, thank you, Lucy. Well, obviously nobody around here cares, so I'm gonna take matters into my own hands. Bye, Lucy. Hi, darling.
Hi, Mom. Bye, Mom. Hi, Lucy.
Hello, Jake. How's life amongst the rugger buggers?
Oh, it's great.
That was so funny when you turned up in that ridiculous American outfit. Did they really go around in such silly clobber? Jake.
Cool, huh? Trousers are a bit short, but they gave me these long socks to make up for them.
You're going shooting, are you?
What?
You're wearing shooting clothes.
Shooting movies?
Pheasants, grouse.
Do they? What's their problem?
Pheasants and grouse, they are birds.
Oh, Charlie didn't tell me that.
Ah, I might have guessed. Good old Charlie. What did he say the clothes were for?
Discos, raves, dancing.
You must think we're so weird.
Nah, that's life. Anyone who lives outside your hometown is weird. It's just you guys give weird a whole new meaning. And you give strangers a real hard time. We always welcome them.
Well, they're not going to invade you. Well, every time we turn our backs, the damn Vikings, Romans, and Normans come tramping over and take all our parking spaces. It tends to make you a little hostile towards strangers.
Oh.
Still, since you're dressed for country pursuits, why not come to our place for the weekend?
You mean a date?
I mean a house party.
I gotta bring a house?
Gather at Mummy and Daddy's, we ride horses, shoot anything that moves, and all get gloriously drunk.
Sounds like my kind of party.
You must tell Charlie I've invited you.
Why have I gotta tell Charlie?
Well, no reason.
Oh, my God. It's Bertie Wooster. Very pretty, Jakey. Off to Balmoral, are we?
Very funny. Yankee goofball bites the dirt. Charlie, trying to screw me up again, aren't you?
I'm sorry, Jake. Couldn't resist it. Ponytail, +4s. You look just like my aunt.
You got me. I lose. Lucy had a good laugh.
Oh, dear. What a shame. Poor old Jake missed out again. So sorry.
Oh. That's life. I guess I'm just a loser. Do you mind if I hang on to these clothes for the weekend?
What for? Going to a fancy dress?
No. I'm going to Hambledon Hall.
Hambledon Hall? That's Lucy's place.
Yeah. Mummy and Daddy invited me up for the weekend. You don't have any hunting gear, do you, Chuck? No? Oh, well, this'll do for now. I'll catch you guys later.
It's made from the bark of a Chilean lime tree.
I knew it from somewhere.
Do you like it?
Not much, no. Armadillo did wee-wees on my bit of bark.
You were making inquiries about the old stable block.
Yeah.
May I ask why?
Oh, no particular reason. Just had a vague idea at the back of my mind, you know. Thought I might need a bit of space. Remember the old stables, you know.
Talking to Mrs. Belasco recently?
You know, en passant.
You know what I've always admired about you, Latimer?
My rather finely chiseled calf muscles.
Your ability to grow up.
You don't like my calves?
Your ability to set aside the follies of youth, to dampen the fires of unnecessary enthusiasm, your ability to buckle down and get on with the real business of living.
What's that?
Maintaining the status quo. Keeping the barbarians from the gate, making sure there's no change for the sake of change. Keeping the Hun beyond the Rhine.
Do I do all that?
Yes. We both do. You and I, Simon, we're soulmates. We know what's right and proper. We know the pecking orders. We understand the checks and balances must be applied, or as Ovid put it, chaos ruis indigestarque moles.
Yeah, well, he would say that, wouldn't he? What's it mean?
Chaos. A rough and unordered mass. We wouldn't want that, would we? Not you and me, Simon, because we're like this.
We are? What, you and me?
Yes. Rock solid. And we wouldn't want to waver, would we? Wouldn't want to bend before the fickle winds of fashion.
No, I've never bent in front of a wind. Excuse me, Basil. I think I've got to take a serious walk along the road to Damascus.
Road to Damascus? I do wish we wouldn't keep employing these 1960s drug casualties. The 50s. That was a great decade. Absolutely nothing happened in the 50s.
Righto, ladies and gentlemen. If you can spread yourselves out along the wall here. I see you've got a few regulars already in position. Okay, we'll all stop here for an hour just to make our points with the authorities. And there'll be beds in the old stables and hopefully some hot grub. All right, spread yourselves out. Come on, Debs. Grab a sleeping bag.
Simon, I'm really impressed.
What do you mean?
Well, I didn't think this was your sort of thing. You know, you're a nice old stick, but, you know...
Well, you thought I was the establishment.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not me, Debbie. No, sir. Fire still burns. Yeah, I've never lost my spirit. Can't abide injustice, you see. Whenever I come across it, I just gotta do something about it. Not blowing my own trumpet. Just me, you know. Just the way I am.
How you doing, Mr. Robespierre?
Richard Griffiths is Henry Crabb. Pie in the Sky, next tonight on BBC One.